What's poppin' YouTube? 1 out of billions in the house! Welcome to the Incognito Storytime video series. This video won't be about my undercover adventures, but I'm gonna tell you a story about how I, as a journalist, met Afghan millionaire Gulami. I'm 1 out of billion, an undercover journalist. Different identities, one thing in common: the art to lie. I've told over 100 stories. And now it's time to tell mine.
Incognito.
I won't go into details of why I was making the story, as it's pretty complicated, but long story short, there were various coincidences for a particular businessman with a particular judge, which raised suspicion of bribery. All of the judge's decisions were in favor of him. He still has a number of active lawsuits. So Gulami is a businessman from Afghanistan. He has 3 hotels in the most expensive part of Latvia, Old Riga. He has had many lawsuits about different things that he may or may not have done. Most of the publicly available media materials about him are quite negative. About possible bribery, possible fraud, on high levels. On lower levels, a case where he might have not paid salary to his employees. Take a look at what he replied when a journalist asked about it. As I was making a story about him, I had to meet him in person, which is not an easy task because he doesn't like to talk to the press, especially about topics in which he could be shown in a negative light. Somehow, I managed to get the information where his next court will happen. It wasn't an easy task as the court was closed. That means the information isn't public, but somehow I managed to get it. I went to the court, and few minutes before it starts, I walked in. He looked at me with "who the hell you are" kind of look. I sat there until the judge asked me who I am. Of course, I introduced myself and got kicked out of the courtroom. It wasn't a surprise, it was closed court after all, but I needed him to see me, to know my face. The court came to an end and I was waiting for him outside. People walked out of the courtroom, but he didn't come out. I took a look in the room and it was empty. He had left the court by the back door. He had fooled me, but I still had time. I found out he's in one of his hotels. I drove there, walked in, and went to the reception. "I'm looking for Mr. Gulami."
Okay, why?
"I'm a journalist and I want to ask some questions."
I'm not sure if he's here at the moment.
"Well, I know that he's here. Could you please tell him I'm waiting for him?"
Okay, I'll see if he's available.
"Oh, and tell him that I'm the same journalist which was at his court today." Reception guy looked at me as if I was completely insane and went somewhere. He returned in a few minutes, and without saying anything, he showed me that I should look behind my back. There he was, Mr. Gulami. His eyes were just glowing in anger. He surely wasn't happy to see me. As soon as I turned around, he started yelling at me. Who I am, what I'm doing, do I know that media which I'm representing has been paid to make him look negative, blah blah blah. I didn't respond to his provocations. I calmly explained who I am and that I just want to hear his part of the story. In just 5 minutes, he turned from angry to calm and agreed on a conversation. We sat in a lobby and talked with him for about 40 minutes. I have no idea how much his 40 minutes could cost. I only realized his influence and power when I saw this scene. An employee came to him with a silver tray with 2 of his phones. The phones were put onto 2 small pads or cushions. I've never seen anything like that. About the conversation, basically what he was saying: everyone is guilty except for him, and that everybody has betrayed him and left him in this position. He was telling his story convincingly, but he lacked facts and wasn't able to clearly answer any specific questions. In many cases, answer to my questions was that it's someone else's fault, not his, but he didn't want to go into details. If you didn't analyze the things he was saying, you could easily believe him, but as there were no facts, I had no reason to do that. About the TV show, as the case was pretty complex, TV decided to make a reconstruction of episodes, which are based on the information that is available publicly and shows exactly why there are many questions about him. In the reconstruction, I played Gulami. Here's a picture from the shooting scene. Of course, the reconstruction did not show him in a positive light, nor did the facts. After the episode aired on TV, I met him at the entrance of our TV station. Again, his eyes were just glowing in anger. He came here to express dissatisfaction about the episode and to threaten with going to the court. The TV did not receive any invitation to the court from him. As he left, he told me that most likely we'll meet again. And I'm pretty sure we'll do because we live in the same city. Conclusion. Lesson number 1. Don't try to bribe anybody. Lesson number 2. If you try hard enough, you'll succeed. At first, it seemed impossible to arrange a meeting with this businessman, Millionaire. But in the end, I did it. You can do it too. Lesson number 3. Read the facts between the words. You will be tricked so many times if you blindly rely on what people are saying. What do you think of this episode? Leave comments below, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to 1 out of billion. If you are generous enough to support this channel, PayPal cryptocurrency donations are accepted, links are in the description. I also have a Patreon page, and I would like you to become my patron. Any kind of support is appreciated. I'm 1 out of billion.
Incognito.